Well, folks, just out here cleaning the cars. I got them both cleaned, and then I hope it doesn't rain. It's not supposed to rain for a couple days. But anyways, boy, I got the Mustang looking nice, huh? Look at that. Looking nice and sexy there. I'll tell you, it sure is hard to keep a car clean here with all the constant winds and dust we get around here. But boy, she's looking pretty good, huh? Yeah, here's a shot of the back over here. Looks good with that GT500 wing, huh? And I also just got done washing the 94 Camaro Z-28 here. First time I've washed it since I've had it. Look at that. Same American Racing wheels on both of them. I do think the wheels on the Mustang look better with a wider lip. But those are some wide wheels with 275s. They just go the other way. But yeah, just got done washing this car. T-top car. I did not clean the engine on her. Just wiping the white parts down just with the damp cloth. But she's looking pretty good, huh? Definitely getting her cleaned up. I detailed the entire inside. Boy, this car is so much cleaner on the inside than I initially thought. I'll show you guys that in a second. She still needs to be buffed, the paint, but other than that, this car is just, man, it's a lot better than I thought it was. She is a excellent runner. She's fast with that Vortec on her, and she sounds great and she runs great. Let me get a shot of the back here. And here she is from the back here. You know, guys, my wife told me last night, she says, you know, that Camaro is one ugly car. And I says, really? You think it's that bad? She goes, yeah, it looks like a crab. She goes, she says this reminds her of one of the ugliest cars ever made. And probably not the ugliest, but it's up there, the Ford Taurus. You guys know which one. I think it's like probably the early 2000s or something, late 90s, probably early 2000s. It's got them terrible round headlights. You know what I'm talking about. She says this one kind of reminds her of it with the body lines and stuff. And she says the same thing about the SN95, the 94 through what is it, 98 Mustang. She says the same thing, and the body looks terrible. Yeah, she says the front end looks like a crab. I don't know. Online, people say this one kind of looks like a shark, and then of course the catfish. It does look like a catfish. I don't know. I don't think it's that terrible. I get what she's saying, but I think overall at least it has some identity. You know, you don't have cars that look like these two anymore. Everything looks the same nowadays. All right, let me show you the inside of the Camaro here. And it's not like it was filthy. All I had to do was like a deep vacuuming and just a wipe down and a detail. Not too extensive. What kind of diesel's that just started, guys? I think you should know. Is that a Power Stroke? Is it a Duramax or is it a Cummins? Yeah, you guys already know. If you don't, you should. But anyways, she's clean, guys. Like, I could show everything real up and close on this car. She's absolutely gorgeous, especially for being 31 years old. You're not going to find another one this clean with all the great power mods and everything. Look, 65,000 original miles there. Look at that. They still use the same steering column back there and the multifunction switch that GM used ever since probably the late 70s, early 80s, something like that. I know the El Camino had the same stuff, and my 85 Trans Am had the same thing. T56 6-speed transmission there. Shifts like butter. No cracks on the dash, guys. It just has the dash cover, so I might as well leave it. But she is an absolute beauty. Of course, like any other car, back seats really don't get used and they always look brand new. I think what's really helped this car survive is the window tint, and probably spent a lot of time in a garage, I'm guessing. And the floor mats are dirty, but underneath them, that carpet's like brand new under there. You can see feet have never even touched under there. So good thing they had floor mats in it. No cigarette burns, no smoke smell. Thank goodness no one smoked in it. I mean, not too many people smoke nowadays like they used to. Back when this car was new, boy, smoking was still in fashion, huh? Thank goodness people don't smoke nearly like they did back then. But you can just look around all the switches, and I mean, everything works. Like usually all this stuff's broken on these cars. Everything is good on this. Look at that. It even has the cassette holder in there. Has the remote for the Pioneer deck there. She's a beauty. The T-tops don't burn your head because it has that little dot matrix stuff on it. I guess the factory tint stuff to protect your head. Same thing on this side, guys. Brand new underneath. Like all this plastic stuff, nothing's broke on it. It does even have the, look at that, if you do want to smoke. Look even here when people got in. It's not all scuffed up or anything. Like the rubber's all good. Door jams. Check this car out. It's super clean. And I haven't like gave it a hardcore detail. I just washed it, dried it off, vacuumed it, cleaned it up, applied aerospace 303 protectant everywhere. That's what I use, because this won't be shiny here in a day or so. It'll go like a matte finish. But look at this car, super clean everywhere. Yep. Check out the wheels, guys. Look at how clean they are. Of course, the rotors look rusty right now because I just washed it. I haven't driven it. Oh, here comes a guy screaming down the street on his phone. No scratches on the wheels, guys. Just no curb rash anywhere. Just beautiful. And then under the hood, like I say, I haven't washed it or anything. I just like wipe this stuff down with the damp microfiber. That's it. I don't want to. I think everything would be fine to wash on this engine. I just don't want to get the ignition box wet. It might be waterproof. Probably is. I'll probably put a bag over it if I did want to wash the engine. But to be honest, I don't think it really needs to be washed. It's pretty clean under here. I mean, it had dust all over it. You could tell the guy didn't clean it, but just from wiping it down with the wet microfiber, did a pretty good job. Now, to my surprise, these headlights are actually sealed beam headlights. They don't have replaceable bulbs. I've read online you can. There is a way to get the bulb out and glue a new, bulb in there if you really wanted to. But yeah, these are sealed beams, guys. And both of the low beams are cracked. They work. So I've already ordered brand new low beams. Nothing wrong with the high beams, but I ordered a set of low beams and high beams for both sides. Isn't that something? How just the low beams, I guess they got hit by a rock or something. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, I ordered brand new headlights. I don't mess around. Get new lights in there. The fog lights are good. Those do have replaceable halogen bulbs in there, so those can be replaced. They're not cracked or broken or anything, so that's good. I'll probably see if I can't upgrade those, if they'll fit to an LED bulb. And when I get the new ones, if the halogen light isn't adequate, I probably will remove the bulb and install some LEDs because there is plenty of room behind them to put LEDs in there. So that'll be good. It's the funniest thing. I've had 3 people now ask me, "Oh, was that a WS6?" And I'm like, "No, that would be the Pontiac Trans Am version." But no, same basic car, different front end, rear end, stuff like that. WS6s are awesome. All right, check out the back of the car here. It's got the Bose factory subwoofer in it. Let's look at how clean this is. There, see it from back here. Super clean. Even back here, it has a car cover and some service manuals and boost gauge or fuel pressure gauge in there. But I've had all this out and vacuumed it. Super clean, guys. Look at this. Even all the plastic, it's like not all scratched up like so many cars you see. Same thing up here. Super nice. All right, I know most of you freaks probably like GMs because it's just the way it is. Got to show some love to the Ford though. I think she does look nice. Yeah, this is an absolutely gorgeous car. One day I'm going to get brave enough and take these off. They're just 3M taped on there, but yeah, I know when I take them off, I'm going to have a couple hours of polishing the water spots off the window from being on there all those years. But yeah, I don't know. I don't dig those. One day I'll take them off. But got the Raxium sequential full LED taillights on there. I mean, she's clean. There ain't no scratches or dings or nothing on this car. The matching Raxium third brake light. I don't have the keys for this one. They're in the house. But this one's every bit as clean inside as the Camaro. This poor car just sits here. Got to start driving it more. Well, guys, if you know me, everything's got a price on it. So I would sell the Mustang. I would sell the Camaro. Sell them both. And each one of them, you're getting a hell of a lot of car for, you know, what they are. This one isn't supercharged, of course, but it's still 300 horsepower from the factory. These wheels are super flawless too. These are brand new. I bought them and had them put on the car. Same thing, the rotors are just rusty because I washed it. But this one does have the Extreme Z-28 power stop pads and rotors all the way around, drilled slotted. Has the Michelin, what are these? Michelin, yeah, Michelin Pilot Sport tires. Yeah, she's clean though, guys. Super, super clean. Well, anyways, guys, that's what I'm doing today. Just washing these cars. And I tell you what I'd like. If I hold on to this car here, I'd actually like to replace this one with another 94 or 95 Mustang GT, just like the yellow one we had previously, with a built engine with a supercharger on it. That would be perfect. 2 94s from this era. I mean, totally, you know, that would be good. This ain't a bad car, though. This car is definitely much more refined than the Mustangs before. It rides great. Sounds good. All right, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Catch you later. Oh, real quick. How do I wash them? I've got a gas pressure washer, but for washing cars, I just use this little electric one here. They got the wand out there. I just hit them down with the water first. And then I just bought a little cheapy foam cannon here. I just fill it up with some soap, throw it on there, let it dwell for 4 or 5 minutes, spray it off again. Then I got my bucket here with the grit thing, so all the grit catches on the bottom, microfiber mitt, and I just give them an easy wipe down. Then I take the pressure washer, blast them off, and then I take my Cobalt 40-volt blower here. This thing blows a lot of air. Get all the air out of the cracks and, like headlights and around the window and the wheels and everything. And then after that, then I'll go over them with a clean microfiber towel. All right, folks. That's the only thing I use to clean the windows. Best stuff in the world right here. Sprayway glass cleaner. The soap to put in the foam cannon and the mitt, it doesn't matter. Buy whatever's on sale. That don't matter to me. If you don't get around to getting all the water spots off, this is great. This Meguiar ceramic detailer. A few sprays, wipe it with a microfiber. Excellent product right here. I use that. And then for the interior and the tires and stuff like that, I don't like my stuff to be real greasy like an Armor All product or something, so I just use this 303 protectant extremely sparingly. I just use a little tiny sponge to apply it. Great stuff right here. It'll dry matte in a couple days. That's all I use. I just cut a sponge and just use a sponge to apply it right there. If you have leather seats, this is my go-to. This stuff's absolutely great right here. I use this. And after you wash your car, you don't want to do it when there's dust on there. If you want to do it in the shade, this stuff is awesome. This Cerakote just takes 3 or 4 sprays per panel. Buff it in with a microfiber, turn the microfiber panel over, buff it off, and in a couple hours, it'll be as shiny as it's going to get. This stuff's great right here. You can apply it over wax, everything. That's a good product right there. And of course, I have all my other products, and I have another shelf of stuff somewhere else. You can see I stock up on the spray away there. All right, folks, this is it. Catch you next time. Leave a comment. Let me know what part of the country you're in.